What's up, traders? In this video, I'm going to give you a couple of VWAP tips that are going to help you make more money this year. Specifically, you can see I'm up $724 today. We're going to talk about my New York session trade. Very scalpy. I have another trade I want to show you that Evan called out for the Black Shirt Club, and we'll get into that in a second. Now, you're looking at Tradify. This is their journaling tool. If you buy an account with Tradify, you get access to this. It's awesome. I really, really like it just as much as TradeZella. Maybe not as much, but close. Brett did pretty good with this. I like TradeZella because I still have all my stats there for so long and my daily report card template is here. But Tradify has an awesome journaling feature here too. And that's where you can get that cool P&L shot. You can get the cool share features, right? If you go to the trade log, you can share these trades and get the cool graphics and do all that. So Tradify is cool for stuff like that. If you need a discount to save with Tradify, use the code ASFX. There's a link in the description, link in my bio for that. Now, the scalpy trade. We sell off at market open, 59.90s down to 59.30s, 28's the low. We set that at 10 a.m. We bounce back to New York VWAP. I short at 10:29, right before the 10:30 candle, because I'm like, look, I like buying or selling at the start of a 15-minute candle. Sometimes that helps me, really time a good trade. It's worked in the past for me. Okay, someone's going to comment and be like, Austin, that's a fucking crock of shit. Cool. Keep moving, buddy. Don't subscribe. See ya. Give me a comment, though, because I want the engagement. Here, 13-point stop, back inside opening range, gets held, 2 minutes of drawdown, and then basically either in profit or at break even the entire time. I close the trade at low of day VWAP, and then I get stopped in profit on the rest of it here. The closing of the trade at low of day VWAP is something I do when I'm trying to be quick. I was already up almost $600 in the day. I didn't want to make more than 1,000. I'll talk to you about that in a second, but I needed to be defensive and at the same time, quick to take profit. So defensive to not take a big loss, meaning I traded micros instead of minis, but then also quick to just add to the win that I already have for the day, right? Not let a small green go red and then give back gains for the day in general and give back a green to red. So very scalpy, first exit there at low of day VWAP. Now you can see this thing goes much lower, right? I'm out of that trade literally right here. Notice though, my short price at the New York VWAP here, that's 59.60. That with the stop that I had about 13 points would not have held if I didn't get out. I would have been tapped here. The price itself at 59.60 though works through the rest of the day. And I think that's a really secondary lesson here, right? Not just about being scalpy to that low of day VWAP as you saw here, but then looking at what price is paying and working it. There's shorts here. Again, here, shorts from 59.60. Again, here, shorts from 59.60. You see that, right? Then what happens? We create a new range here. Shorts work here from 5,900 into the end of the day where we now bounced a little bit. But really, that afternoon shit's not really concerning. This shows I had the right price. I did good to scalp it because I would have lost otherwise. But it shows also I had the right price. 59.60 at that New York VWAP was the price to be short. You could have made long money today. Sure. I look at that and I say, when you sell off at the open like this, all I really want to be doing is selling it. Until we start to make buying structure above the VWAP. I want to be selling it. That's it. So the shorts worked here. They could have worked here at 11:30 or here. I was actually super busy today. I had a podcast with Scott Pulsini, which was crazy, extremely insightful. And he's trading accidentally on an Apex account and loses $5,000 in a live account during the podcast. It's going to be insane. This Saturday, I have Isaac. We went to a podcast studio in Tampa, smoke cigars. It's going to be a fun conversation. And then next Saturday will be Scott Pulsini. So make sure you're subscribed to the Day Trading Show. That's on YouTube. That's on Spotify. So the trade of the day, I think, is this entry at like 12:45, 1 o'clock, only because you don't see this too often. Your low of day is set here, and then you can see it takes 3 hours until that entry comes where it then works. But any short, really, in here it worked. Even if you got short here and your stop was at structure, it holds. It's just making lower highs. See your lower highs in here? So to me, this is a very solid base to trade low of day VWAP breaks. You're also at that point in the day basically coming off the New York VWAP as well. That's the blue line you're seeing. So to me, this was trade of the day. Now, if you need these indicators automated for you, just go to luxalgo.com like this /ASFX, grab the indicator, make everything automatic for you. So I made money today, scalped it there, was very happy with that, happy with the overnight trade, happy to start the month and the week green. But I think there was a lot of money to be made today. Specifically, like we teach an entry called the low of day VWAP break. That's a very simple entry. Brian Shannon says you don't buy the rip, you don't buy the dip, you buy after the high of day VWAP is taken or whatever, high of session VWAP. So here, when you throw that low of day VWAP on, you can do it inverse. I think not just there, here, as we make this new low, hand off from that VWAP, this handoff becomes a great level of support to trade the next level down. And that's at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon going into power hour. So from there, you could even now set a new low of day here. I like to make my low of day purple. Let's erase this old one. Now we have this handoff VWAP. Let's move that handoff back to New York. I'm giving you a little VWAP lesson here. This is then saying to me, as we hold here and in this pin, that VWAP should hold. So shorts in here could work. You don't really have a great stop. It'd be very tight, might get tapped here, but then shorts in here definitely work. Once that low of day VWAP is taken, that's when shorts really tip over. So if you want to trade more with VWAP, if you want to learn more about how we operate, click the link in the description. Come trade with us on ASFX TV. But I got discount links for you everywhere. Happy to promote TradeZella, Tradify, the companies that I like, the companies that are paying people out, supporting traders' growth, and doing the right thing for traders like you and me. So thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.